Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Jeremy. I'm back.
Back from what? No, there's never been a Jeremy on this show that I'm aware
Yeah, it's
of.
always been the Kara and Chris show, obviously.
Karen and Chris show. Where's I've been Baradua changed into me.
Hey, RJ, Cam.
Hi, RJ.
And I'm Brownie.
Oh, yeah. I suppose getting, introduced to Chris might be a good idea. Gwen McCallisto. Is that McCallisto? My eyeballs.
Yeah, if Chat Ninja wasn't such a butthole right now, I don't know what the deal with it is. I can access it, but it's really janky.
Yeah. Guardian Angel. Sup.
Look at all the people here.
Scarface with a follow yesterday.
Hey, thanks, Scarface.
Thanks for the follow.
Was the funny username that you
Oh, yeah,
said?
and Nubosito 3 days ago as well.
Ooh.
There was a funny username you said you thought was somebody new, but it was
Oh, yeah. It was Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem is
He has a new name now, but he said I could still call him Mayhem, so he will
like
still be...
Captain Greg Phillips or something now. I can't remember what it is.
This is my
It's something
podcast
printing.
now.
Anyway.
Marvin Hansen Printing. I don't know what it is.
It was like CGP. I think those are like...
CGP Gray? I don't think so.
I love that guy. He makes some of the best videos.
I think that it was like the first word started with a C, and then it was Grecky, I think, or something, and then printing, or I don't know.
Oh, is that 29? Hold on.
What?
29,000 milliseconds. Is that 29 seconds?
Sure. Why? Is the question?
This action is taking a million years to finish, and I'm just trying to figure out why it's taking so long.
Thank you,
RJ said,
RJ.
yeah, I was going to say, he says, welcome back, Jeremy.
I got back Monday
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Oh gosh, brag about it. I'm just kidding.
No, it's supposed to be like at midnight,
And it ended up being
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Don't think we got home until 4.
I'm still on
It was
Japan
something.
time, but that's okay. I hit a wall right around 8 p.m. It's like...
All right.
So
8
if he
p.m. would
conks
be
out-
10 a.m.
10 a.m. over there?
Japan time.
10 p.m., 8, yeah, yep. 8 p.m. would be 10 a.m. What? I wonder what took them so long. Who said that? I can't see
Why-
behind all of the...
Tonight. So we had a major set malfunction. A vital piece, literally the fulcrum, the keystone, whatever you want to call it, of the whole lighting system.
The linchpin.
The linch pin, the trailer pin, the ball hitch, the trailer. I don't know. Anyways, I'm pointing my finger at that thing, is what I think it is. I don't know if it's a fuse internally,
What?
but what provides power and DMX control to all the lights. Done. That's what I'm guessing.
So my favorite.
Who's Rocky 5374? Do we know Rocky?
They've been here before.
Have they?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Anybody know Rocky? I don't know who Rocky is, but the close-up. I'm not ready for a close-up yet. I haven't done this in so long.
He hasn't powdered his nose.
We're adjusting some focus here.
I have lots of crazy
Chris did some
stories.
updates for the cameras, so...
Well, that looks nice and sharp. Too sharp. Nobody wants to see this in HD. Except for
Sure.
maybe Chip. Chip is like unbelievably happy to have me back. Are you serious? I'm not even ready for wheel spins yet. Wheel spins? It's just
Do
you
I
guys
need
are-
to... Have you forgotten? Do I need to spin the wheel for you?
No. Let's give her a rip.
Okay.
We'll say we'll call it 92.
Huh?
That's probably.
Rocky Saint Church.
Oh,
From what?
church.
Oh. Jeff.
Is that Jeff? Is
RJ's here.
this for SMR or who is this for?
Yeah, SMR.
GBT art.
All right, the next thing you type into chat, SMR, that's going to be your. Oh, Kara's also his dentist or dental hygienist.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jeff.
Well, hello, welcome back, or welcome back to me. I don't know.
Welcome back to me. That's one of those narcissistic.
Well, hello, me. Welcome back. Thank you, me.
Glad to have-
All right, we've gone too long without killing somebody.
Let's off them. Let's
Well,
do it.
Do you want to get me up to speed on this now?
So what we're doing...
Have you not been watching?
He
I
says
didn't watch last week's. I've been working.
We've been doing this for like 3 weeks now.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Who is it? C3PO?
C3PO.
Oh,
C3PO.
He was clutch, though. Like,
oh man.
I mean,
Whoa.
so what? Okay, Jeremy. How
Walk
do
me
you
through how this
think?
works.
So now Chris is going to have ChatGPT write an obituary for C3PO, while you and I discuss how we think C3PO's death would affect Star Wars.
I don't know if
And so, and keep in mind that, so imagine the first time you see them on screen, before that moment, they're dead. They
So
don't
essentially
die
in Phantom
during,
Menace.
Yeah. So ostensibly he would have never been built by Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the rebellion wins.
I mean, he was, besides being a worrywart, like
he was clutch.
Well, okay, so we talked about this last week with Wicket's death. The only reason Luke, Han, and Chewbacca didn't get eaten by the Ewoks was because the Ewoks thought that C-3PO was a god.
That's a very good point.
So, because he wasn't there anyway, they'd probably be,
I'll say, just the screen is going to go black, but I'm placing a tombstone.
honestly, those three would probably be Ewok doo-doo at this point. Just saying.
People can still hear us, though.
Ewok poodoo.
How would Han ever know the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field?
No, you don't tell him the odds anyways.
Yeah, but C-3PO did.
Yeah.
3,720 to 1.
So, yeah, I mean...
That's a huge
But then
death.
even during Clone Wars and everything, like...
Okay, so R2 gets the plans, right?
But then, okay, so when R2... When the one unit breaks down and, for Uncle Owen, C-3PO wouldn't have been there and been like, so that's R2 unit.
See? That's true.
Yeah. I don't know if the...
I mean, I think R2-D2 would have a bigger
escaped.
impact. No, R2-D2
Oh.
would have a bigger impact on the overall story of Star Wars than C-3PO, but I still feel like you're saying, Ewoks, that's a big one. I feel like the trash compactor scene, like our C-3PO was the one physically holding the comm. R2 would have never had a way to know which, garbage compactor to stop from squishing them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
SMR, we did
You
not
never got to hang out with
him.
Babu Frick?
No.
Yeah.
Who would have interpreted the Sith Jedi code for the false Sith language that no one can read or whatever?
Yeah.
Who do you think would have had the opening line in A New Hope?
Was it C-3PO?
They'll never make it.
I don't know. What kind of impact does that have on Anthony Daniels' life?
We're talking about Star Wars, not Anthony Daniels.
Well, he wouldn't be in Star Wars if C-3PO was dead.
It's true. It's true.
That's so crazy.
So, yeah, I
Kenny
think there'd
Baker
be
would still be
some-
alive.
I think there'd be a lot of... chat, what do you think? You guys chat it up in there while Chris reads the obit.
Yeah, we got the obituary right here. With a heavy heart and over 6 million forms of communication, we announce the passing of C-3PO, the galaxy's most beloved protocol droid. Known for his impeccable manners, fluency in countless languages, and his endearing tendency to worry, C-3PO served the Skywalker family and the Rebel Alliance with dedication and grace.
I love it.
There was other problems that needed dealing with. In an unexpectedly tragic and somewhat ironic end, C-3PO met his fate during an intergalactic etiquette conference. Attempting to correct a Vulturian diplomat's table manners, a mishap with the cutlery resulted in C-3PO being disassembled faster than he could say, "Oh my." C-3PO will be remembered as the quintessential companion, forever offering helpful advice and occasional complaints, and for his heart of gold, literally and figuratively. May he find eternal peace in a galaxy where everything is perfectly in order.
This one really hit me. I wasn't ready to do such a big character like C-3PO. I mean, that was the whole reason they found out about the betrayal at Cloud City. Granted, they still fell into that trap.
Yeah.
Because of the whole Chewie, him walking in on that stormtrooper.
Yeah, with the Ugnaughts disassembling him and throwing him in the...
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Says nobody will translate.
You're
for
already
R2.
killing the next guy?
This is how we roll.
We got to get through
Do you
it.
see how thick
I'm
that
not even
is?
off of C-3PO.
Well, get over it. He's dead.
Oh, who could this be?
Why is it so cheerful?
May.
May.
Oh, May. Like Acolyte May.
From Acolyte.
Oh, pfft.
Well, we'll never know.
Okay, hold on. Are we allowed to spoil Acolyte at this point?
Yeah.
Osha's the okay. May was the bad one. Working with the
Osha-
Sith dude. Osha
Which
was
ends
the
up
good one.
flip-flopping.
And then they flip flop.
Yeah. Honestly, because we don't, like, there's no season 2. We don't know how she's going to affect anything.
That really chaps my butt. They should never leave it on such a cliffhanger
Yeah.
if they're not going to finish the story.
Like,
for
don't
people who
hint
wanna
at
know.
Darth Plagueis. And then, yeah, I'm sorry.
Cam said he never noticed the silver leg in the original story. Well, he probably wouldn't recognize him with his red arm either.
So, okay, I'm just thinking about this now. Acolyte showing Plagueis at the end. I know it's Legends, but it totally jacks up the Plagueis book. Because Plagueis essentially kills his master.
Oh, RJ said I brought a gremlin back.
Right. So I told SMR that the next thing that he typed in chat after he won that wheel or did the wheel spin.
Wait, there's a drop up there. He did a drop first. Drop, exclamation point, drop, and then skeleton.
He redeemed the wheel.
Oh.
So bang enter is what his prompt will be for Chat GPT.
Just do in the theme of Star Wars.
I'm not even going to give him that much. It's literally just going to be
Bang enter.
it's like
Exclamation point
make
enter.
the art
Break
of
Chat
bang enter.
GPT.
Huh?
What if he breaks Chat GPT? What if there's some script?
Does not compute.
Could you clarify what you'd like to see? Oh, you got a second chance, SMR.
Oh, he says, I am shattered that Kara and Jeremy killed C-3PO.
Now, hold on. Don't lump me into this. It was her idea. I'm just here for the ride. Really quick. What was your
All
favorite
right, I'm going to paste that in and see what happens.
My favorite C-3PO scene? I don't know. What's yours?
I like any of them in the sail barge or when he's down in Jabba's palace.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
all
right.
super funny to me. And they spit the stuff on his face.
Here is the GPT art.
Powerful emotional moment in future something, I can't read
Is
it.
that what C-3PO comes back as? Iron Man?
Yeah, right?
Or Ultron?
Look
And
at
Jeremy's
me.
Doctor Who and Kara's
I'm like a
Nebula.
cyborg back there.
Got
I'm-
sparky heels.
My body is popping though, man. Look at that.
C-3PO trimmed up a little bit. He's got a front spine now.
Funny.
Jeremy's just a generic NPC.
Hey, Yomer Screw.
Like, we don't know what Jeremy looks like anymore. It's been too long since he's been on
I
the
know.
show.
Is that Jeremy? Is that my husband on there?
Too funny.
Okay, so who? May.
We need
Like
her
I said, we
obit.
don't really know how she affects everything.
Well, and the story takes place so much before.
It's like 100 years, isn't it?
It's 100 years.
So, like, in the grand scheme of things, we don't know how she truly would affect anything. Because at this point, she hasn't really.
I mean, yeah, she's basically, like, as sorry as it is to say, I think she's basically pretty pointless.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being impactful, 0 being
Yeah, she had like a
she's the
negligible.
1. 0 or 1.
Yeah.
All right, time to add another tombstone.
Sorry, May.
This is my favorite part where the show grinds to an absolute halt once adding the tombstone.
So, like I was saying, though, like, after Plagueis kills his master, basically the Padawan he takes on is Palpatine. Like,
He can have like the world's
there's
tiniest
no
tombstone.
Khmer, you know? So I don't know. Like, and again, I realize the Darth Plagueis book is Legends. But
So how many people do you plan on killing per show?
as many as we can.
Yeah, like
What?
if we do 20 per show, it's gonna be after Christmas by the time we're done.
Yeah,
Really?
we had over 200 when we started.
Who came up with the list?
Chat and us.
And us, yeah.
You guys came up with 200 characters in Star Wars?
There's a lot of random ones.
It's like you stopped watching us as soon as you got to Japan.
I was most likely at work.
No, you probably were working actually.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. So we spent a stream setting it up, and we killed like 2 people, and then like we've done. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th stream.
Cam is too nice. He said I pull off the Doctor Who image.
Manor Mutant says, "Who's the new guy to care get an assistant?"
I am not an assistant. She's the assistant to the regional manager.
Excuse you, I have carried, Chris and I have carried this podcast.
I carried it for
the past
180 episodes.
7.
Well, there's with 100 episodes.
I was here. I was here with you. I was here with you those episodes.
Stone Monkey Research says good job, Brownie. All right, let's kill off the next one.
Well, we got to do May's obituary.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. If you hear, we have a loop of the Padme's funeral music.
I love it. This is fun Halloween vibes to me. I was hoping maybe
That's
we
what
could
I
wrap
was
up the
thinking. I
last
was like,
episode
with
by Halloween or something.
killing all of these characters, like it's kind of Halloween, kind of spooky. Putting the gravestones on there, it's perfect.
Spooky fruit cup.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
It is with sadness that we announce the passing of May, a cunning and ambitious acolyte who sought to unlock the darkest secrets of the Force. Known for her sharp intellect and thirst for power, May was a rising figure in the shadowy realms of the dark side, always seeking knowledge that others feared to touch. Her life came to a bizarre and unexpected end during a holocron restoration ritual gone wrong. While attempting to access a particularly volatile ancient Sith artifact, she accidentally activated a self-destruct incantation, causing the holocron to implode, and unfortunately taking her with it in a cloud of dark energy and shattered glass.
I like it.
That's like the most legit one so far.
Yeah, most of them was like, they died laughing from having so much fun.
Cam says work is no excuse because I'm at work right now.
Oh my
gosh,
so much.
May will be remembered as a force to be reckoned with, and for her relentless pursuit of knowledge, no matter the risk.
Does Suzanne know her ball is still up there?
I haven't seen the Susans for a while.
All right, I'm sending her a gift card.
May her journey through the Force continue in the beyond.
The Susan. Oh, those are spicy. Oh, are you getting me so good? Ay, caramba. Kudasai, no more. Konnichiwa.
Gotta get them where everyone can see it.
Man.
May her journey through the Force continue in the beyond, where perhaps even greater mysteries await. People interrupting my obituaries. There's only one thing that can solve that.
Another spin. Do it.
Ooh.
Chopper! There'd be a lot less war crimes committed in the galaxy.
There's been technically 0 war crimes committed by him anyway.
I mean, that's true. I don't know. He was like, who do you think Hera would have adopted as her droid?
She probably just wouldn't have one.
You think
wouldn't
so?
have one, no.
So who do you think the droid? Because I feel like, well, I guess they don't
really like
need
that
a
other one.
droid. But like,
Oh, dang it.
what do you think, Jeremy?
No, I don't know if she would have got another droid, but I mean, it definitely would have hurt the Rebel Alliance cause. Because I mean, that's again, they're like the pivotal team that starts the rebellion. The whole show based on them.
Yeah. Chris, it's been a minute since I've watched Rebels.
Ezra would have had a nervous breakdown because he doesn't have anybody to train with or deal with. Poor Chop. Do you have his obit?
I do. Well, so
You're the most recent one to watch Rebels.
I'm trying to think. Most of their operations fail,
Yeah.
right? So I mean,
Who's there to hack through doors and stuff like that?
yeah, they would need some sort of like garbage droid. Maybe they have Gonki instead.
Or
Yeah.
AP5?
Maybe they could have Dio actually do something interesting.
Is Dio
But
on
Dio
this
didn't
list?
show up until.
Dio is on this list.
Yeah.
Dio should die twice.
Oh no. He's gonna end up surviving to the end.
To spite me. Out of spite.
It's going to go down to like BD1 and Dio, and we'll be cheering for BD1, and he'll die.
All right, so it is with a mixture of exasperation and fondness that we announce the passing of C-110P, better known as Chopper, the grumpiest yet most effective droid in the rebellion. That's a bold claim.
That is a bold claim.
Known for his sass, unfiltered attitude, and tendency to cause chaotic mischief, Chopper was an essential member of the Ghost crew and a hero in his own right. Chopper met his peculiar end while attempting to, quote, reorganize the fleet's hyperdrive network. In other words, messing with things he wasn't supposed to.
Sounds right.
A well-timed spark from his manipulator arm triggered an unexpected hyperspace jump without the ship, sending Chopper hurtling deep into space at light speed. His last beat, predictably, was a grumpy complaint.
Boom! He does the Holdo maneuver. Right into the Emperor or something.
Chopper will be remembered for his tenacity, unwavering loyalty to his crew, and his knack for getting the job done, even if it involved blowing things up. May he beep and boop in peace somewhere in the great scrapyard of the stars.
As mad as I am that he
Chop.
died, that is the best way to go so far. Out of all of the deaths. that is
Accidentally
it.
launching yourself without a ship into hyperspace.
All right, we need to
Oh,
add.
Chopper. That's sad. I don't want Chop to die. Like,
Well, you know he had a 99.5% chance of dying.
yeah. One of the best droids. I don't know. Star
Probably, like,
Wars
right
did
there.
droids well. Oh my gosh, like, thank you so much.
hype
train.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Oh my gosh, like, thank you so much.
No gift subs, no bits, no nothing the rest of this episode. Let's just enjoy killing Star Wars characters.
Let's enjoy killing Star Wars characters.
That's why we're all here.
Oh, the back of the head looks like it'd be particularly painful.
Gotta jam.
Keep jamming! Keep jamming!
Oh, we got a Snapchat filter. Hold on. Snap filter's being goofy here. This is gonna work?
Those are way
There
too
we go.
hot.
I'm so sad
Carry
Jeremy's
on.
home.
People do not want to see this.
Rock says, welcome back, Jeremy.
David, you need to be like.
Oh my gosh.
20 feet
I
further
absolutely forgot, Mike. Oh my goodness. I am an absolute butt.
back. Yeah, thank you, whoever did the Stein filter.
Jeremy's so sad.
Where's
to be home.
Mike D is supposed to be a guest on the show today.
Oh, wait, what?
I absolutely forgot in the mayhem of trying to put together the show. Okay, so Mike, go ahead and jump into the place that doesn't exist.
Oh, I had no idea who was going to be on it. What are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about his game.
Oh, we're not going to kill any more characters?
Well, we will, but
Okay.
what is his name? Done. All right, you have access to the zone, and we're going to just jump
Get
right
in the
on
zone.
in.
Auto zone.
And then we'll also stream OBS.
Oh.
Hey, Mike.
Yo.
Streaming OBS
Mike.
to you just so you can also see what's happening here. So sorry about forgetting about you for the
More
first half of
shots?
the show.
Are you? Oh, 300 bits.
Oh my
I figured everything was on
That's
fire. I didn't know what
300
was
bits. I
happening.
said no more bits.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, so we started like 20 minutes late because of the we're having power issues here. So
Why?
we're on emergency life support in terms of powering the show currently.
Kara's gonna have to go back
that's
to
fine.
wearing
I was just saying
ankles.
snarky things about Jeremy while I was off
What?
stream, so it doesn't matter.
He deserves them. So we've already killed a couple more Star Wars characters, but so as disorganized and chaotic as it's been up to this point.
Yes.
So we're going to introduce Mike D, a favorite of the show, I would say.
agree.
Close personal friend and ally. So, Mike, do you want to just give us a little bit of background information about the project you've been working on and why we're having you jump on the show today?
Dude, I feel like, yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I think we talked about this once before a little bit with the very early origin, but it doesn't matter because none of those people are here now. So,
People.
back in December, I was, I still am working for, but back in December I was working for a company, and the company was like, hey, you've got this week off. Why don't you do something interesting with your time? Like, do something you actually care about. Like, just because I had a week off for Christmas. I was like, hell yeah. So the CEO was like, do something interesting, and I was like, okay. So I went and decided that I was going to learn myself some Godot. Godot is a game development engine that is open source and developed by it's been developed by a lot of people, but it's been developed by the community, and there's no commercial entity driving behind it. Like a lot of the engines you use, or you'll see, they're like, oh yeah, they're free, but there's like for example, like earlier last year, there was like this huge kind of like backlash that happened with the Unreal Engine. Because I'm sorry, not the Unreal, the Unity engine, because they introduced this idea that every time someone installed your game, you were going to get charged for it, and like it's just like there's like it's like a weird kind of landscape. Well, I'm in the weeds. Anyway, the world of game development is multifaceted, and what you learn is up to you. You know, so there's a lot of different ways. Anyway, Godot is a really cool opportunity, and I've started learning it and decided to make a game to entertain myself, and then I realized like, no, a lot of people might like this game, so I started making this game called Pizza Delivery Survivors, and it is if you've ever played Vampire Survivors, it is inspired by the same idea of autonomous weapons, all your weapons just sort of fire for you, and then you just have to run around and try and survive. And I, as someone who's worked in pizza delivery like 8+ years, I'm someone who I really enjoy the concept of pizza delivery, and like I think it was a really interesting twist on the Survivor game. And so we got the demo out. Monday was the beginning of Next Fest on Steam, and we got ourselves in on the Next Fest launch. And so this week we've been just running around touring the demo for people and having everyone give it a shot. We've got a plan to get the early access sometime in November, and so we're leaning towards that. We had an entire development cycle where we had 12 enemies and we had a couple different boss types. Game was probably closer to early access than it is now, but then I realized like I wanted to work with this graphics guy that I had, and we long story short, we decided to reskin the whole game. And so it went from what was like sort of like a Nintendo 8-bit sort of look to what we see now, which is I think is maybe like a little maybe SNES, maybe 16-bit sort of. But it's a much better look, I think, and I'm much happier with where we're at. So
very nice drop
right now.
Sith.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The Rooster says she's got a 69.73 drop. So
hell yeah,
Gamer Snowflake.
So we're really proud of where we're at, and we're just doing some backfilling right now. I just got the assets for the second boss for the first level, and so I'll get that in and get that in the demo. But it's been a really exciting week, and it's been really fun to show this to people. And it's the thing that has been most amazing to me is. I'll give you guys a little insight into the marketing that I've been using this week. Is I've just been going on to people's streams on Twitch that are playing Vampire Survivors, and I just sort of talk to them and say like, "Hey, have you ever like really enjoyed the style of game?" And they're like always sort of like yes, and then I'm like, "Well, hey, I made a game," and tell them. And the people who have played it have all been like so excited and appreciative that I came in and invaded their space, which is the best sort of output I think I could have had. As compared to say like people being like, oh my god, what a waste of my life that I just
really
45
quick
minutes play your game.
Chris, do you want to turn off the Padme death music?
Oh yeah.
The death music is conflicting with the adventure music.
Just a little.
Gamer Snowflake wanted to know where I was at. I was in Japan. I'm back, and then Mike said, "Don't forget shooting us for his sub."
Is that you saying you want it right now?
Well, I guess. I don't ever want it. Oh, those are spicy meatballs. Ooh. Listen to that. Zing.
Am I getting you in the same spot?
Oh, this is going to be sore tomorrow.
I don't have much choice. There's a table blocking half the body.
Yeah, I know. Should be blocking all of it.
They're really cool, Mike.
If we had time, I was gonna try and get the set reset today, but
Rooster set.
Oh, get your all the stuff redone there, yeah. And speaking of getting your set reset, now that I'm getting closer to getting early access done on this, I have another plan for the lights for you guys so that it'll stop crashing when we try to connect to the servers.
Nice.
Long story short, there's a bit of I think it's a DDoS protection that we're kind of like running up against because we're trying to refresh your lights so frequently, and it's hard to explain to the server that like, what's that device you're connecting to? What do you mean it's not a known device that exists in the world? What do you mean you made your own hardware? Like, none of that makes sense to me. I don't feel safe with that, and so all of the antivirus DDoS people are the stuff on the servers that I'm hosting on are like freaking out. It took me a long time to figure out what was going on because it wasn't even showing up in the logs. But yeah, very recently I realized that there was another set of logs on the server, and it's really embarrassing to see that it's just straight up like blocked. Like, oh, we're just blocking it. So sorry about that. That's something else.
Really.
But that's the other thing is like this journey of making this. Like, okay, you can see what's going on. Hey, there it is. Sorry, I didn't notice it was on the stream.
Huh?
The fact that the game's up on the stream.
Yeah, I was just like rambling and staring at the microphone. Oh boy! So the Zwar, that's a young gentleman who was the first streamer that I saw to beat the demo. So
Get out here, really?
Yeah. So I decided that in his honor we would rename the wizard to Zwar the Yoga Wizard.
oh sweet.
And so now he's permanently part of our weird little perverted game that we've got here.
The canon of zombie or pizza delivery survivors.
That's right.
Well, Chip has just been into Minecraft, and of course there's zombies in Minecraft, and he made the realization, and he goes, Daddy, zombies only want candy. So really, in this show, they really just want pizza.
I think that's.
I don't think they want the pizzas, but I think you having a pizza definitely would cause a correlation between those two. I can see that. You know what I mean? It's like
Brain pizza they might want.
Yeah. Oh gosh, brain pizza.
Yeah. Just
So you'd
saying.
have to find a pervert good enough to cook it. You know what I mean? And then Vlad's the guy. If there was a manager, we've developed the lore of this game a lot more than I think most games. This is something that's really been helpful for me in my development cycle here. And sort of leaning on some IP that I had already generated with Chris about different sort of content. So it's helpful. Him and Chris and I have already established a certain character for a different show, and in this way, we're sort of inspired by that. And also Mr. Krabs. So if you can imagine, the manager only cares about money, but also doesn't care about you.
So where's your health on? Oh, is your health
Above
down
your
there?
head, yeah.
Right there.
Chris, are you playing this live?
Yeah.
Nice.
So for some reason, so when I was playing earlier, Mike, I was on a different computer, even though I'm using the same Steam save. Is there no cloud cross update for that?
There isn't presently cross for that. There could be. It's not a difficult solution or problem to solve, but it's just not the solution that I have right now is that if you install it from either source, itch.io or Steam, we have the same save location.
Gotcha.
Because I was trying to get people bridged from their itch, you specifically, and like anyone else who was playing on the itch.io, their save would make it across to Steam.
Gotcha. But because
so now
I'm
that
on a different box.
Yeah. So now that we've dragged everyone over into that box, now I can rehouse it and put it all in the. Because moving from where it is now to the Steam location, save location, is easy because it exists. You know.
Okay. So like now that I don't like starting from scratch every single time I play this game, part of it is roguelite where you gain continual power-ups, meta upgrades, as we've referred to them. So like as you can see, I'm running about 1/1000th of a mile an hour right now, and eventually you get like transportation upgrades and speed and like more like just all sorts of good stuff. So
Cool.
And if you've ever played the roguelike style of game, it's the games are essentially if you think of like if you're going to draw like a line graph of the difficulty, a lot of games start low and go up, but like the roguelites start at the very highest. Like the most difficult the game will ever be is when you start. And then as you unlock metas or as you unlock other weapons, then the game becomes easier because you have more, essentially your enhancements increase. Mm-hmm. And so like for a difficulty management / like how good am I at this game? It's confusing for people who've never played a roguelike because they're just like, oh, I suck so bad at this. Right. And just like, yeah, you will. That's if you didn't suck bad at the beginning, it's only going to be less fun as you move forward. So there's a certain, I don't know what you call them the point in the game, but it's like there's this threshold in these games where like I'm getting killed. Now I'm a death force like out of my own. I'm like a Rambo force of one. And keep reaching that moment where you become like the death machine is always like really satisfying. And so like there's it's like every game has so like what's important to it or what are the important kind of fun parts of the game, and that's just like the hallmark of this style of game is as you play the game gets easier. Then the way you kind of combat that as a developer or as someone is that you've got the increased difficulty in levels. You know what I mean? So like the night shift and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. So. Yeah, but it's really cool, and it's just me, like literally one man programming this game, and then one dude making graphics. Well, me and the other, and the guy that we've got, and so he's backhandling everything. But and then Tim, I think you guys have know Tim, but he's a friend of mine from the area there, and he has made all 6 of our musical tracks, or I guess 5. We have right now, but we have another one coming. I believe we have another one coming. But he's been the guy behind that, and I've known him since I was like 8, so a long ass time.
Chris, I have never seen that technique before.
Well, the corner technique?
Yep.
Oh, run! Oh, this is the boss. Oh, get out of here.
Splinter's the boss?
That's an ooze rat, I'm sorry. Legally clearable ooze rat.
Oh, angles. Oh, God.
I think his name is Captain Sliver.
Oh, no.
I love it.
No.
Oh, right in the mouse.
Hey, but I completed the delivery and I unlocked the fire extinguisher.
Hey.
I got my bike permit. I did 5 deliveries in a single shift. And I delivered 6 minutes into the shift, so I got a broken sign.
There's not that many more octaves that can go up. You gotta chill, bro.
I only got 2 coupons, so use the coupons. You can cash them to the training center, and these are your meta upgrades.
Cool.
So you watch these training videos, and you get better overall as an employee.
So, Mike, it says wish list on Steam. How much of this can you play at the moment?
So the first day shift is completely there. It's like a 15-minute cycle. If you can beat the day shift, then that would be very impressive because that is a large portion of the early game meta. You know, because you're going to get like 12 to 15 different things that are able to unlock. And I sort of tried to build the demos unlock sequence in a way that's sort of advantageous to the player in the way that like it teaches you how to play the game. In the sense of, like, you know, he played 2 rounds there and then now he finally won the bike. Now he's a little bit more skilled, and in that way, like, skilled players will unlock more things at once. But if you're new to the genre or whatever, I've got the unlocks designed so like it'll teach you like, oh, your first weapon you get is like the fire extinguisher.
Got it.
Or not necessarily, but generally the fire extinguisher. Like just like, okay, what does the fire extinguisher teach you? It teaches you that you can freeze enemies, you know, and there's just different things, mechanics that I've tried to put into it so that you can. If you're good at this style of game, then everything will get unlocked pretty fast, and it won't be like hand holding. But if you are not good at the game, then it'll just slowly trickle feed you new stuff, so that you are able to sort of, you know, build up your skills. So like I don't know if he starts it again or if it's gone. I don't know if it's on the screen. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Now he's got the bike. So when he starts, he'll have a bike and he'll have all those different items, and it'll be in his weapon pool. And so in that way, it's like already he's got an upgrade of sorts. Now, not all the weapons are necessarily better, but it's just like, you know, a variation. And then there's some weapon synergies. So what that means is that you get a certain weapon and another certain weapon, then those 2 weapons will combine and become a third weird hybrid nightmare, you know, fuel weapon.
Like the singing bass and the electric sign?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So he gets
Anchovies and the electric sign makes the Billy Bass, or the legally clearable version of the singing.
That's right.
Bass.
That's the jazzy Jimmy, the singing fish, the singing
Jimmy
salmon.
Carp.
He's definitely not a bass, but yeah, and it's, you know, this all just comes from like the nightmare fuel that is like my having had grown up like, you know, in the 80s and 90s, and just like my love for all those weird things. And there's no one else who can tell me to stop or that I can't do it. So there's like it's kind of like just kind of like an uncontrolled you know, goofy weirdness that I'm existing in, but I'm proud of what I'm doing. And
I played through this over when I was in Japan. I think I was playing just on the web. But if I play it on Steam, will my progress save through future updates?
If you're playing on the same computer as you were playing on before, it will retain your because the files will be in the same place. And then when I roll the Steam cloud on, it should make its way over. Although probably what will happen when I turn on the Steam cloud is that I'll just delete everyone's save files across universally. So that's happened before already. You can ask Chris.
I've played the start of this game several times.
That's just a cost some of us were willing to pay. We need to talk about the most recent death really quick because Chris's disappointment is immeasurable.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
IG-11 just kicked the bucket.
So, obviously, the greatest hero that Star Wars has ever known. So...
Did you say Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah. Because, well, so... Mando doesn't even get to Grogu in the first episode
Right.
of Mandalorian if IG-11 isn't there. So then Grogu was immediately captured by the Empire, or the remnants of the Empire.
Yeah.
And they succeed in creating...
Yeah, Gideon
Force-sensitive
clones. Yeah. What a dark timeline we're in.
That's
Palpatine comes back 20 years early.
right.
Why is this so janked up right now? You guys have had that Disney filter on for like 40 years.
No, I
I
liked it.
because of how generous it was with my hair. It was picking that up.
My chin was so nice and gentle
Look at
and
that.
cute, and now I'm like,
I mean, at least you know, Karen.
I'm hideous. Is that like that crying filter from earlier still on?
That's one of them. It will be if someone reviews it.
That was so funny because like even when you weren't making any faces, just like the mouth it makes is so funny looking.
I know, it's like,
That's one of the. I think that's one of the favorites of
Yeah.
a lot of people. It's just too good.
yeah, IG-11's death is massive.
Like everything that happens after basically Return of the Jedi, it's like doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So IG-11's obituary is with great respect and a touch of surprise that we announce the passing of IG-11, the deadly assassin droid turned nanny, whose transformation from relentless killer to protector melted hearts across the galaxy. Known for his precise combat skills and unyielding determination to complete his programming, IG-11's unexpected care for Grogu earned him a special place in the rebellion. In a bizarre twist, IG-11 met his fate during a well-meaning but ill-fated attempt to prepare a meal. After miscalculating the appropriate temperature for blue milk souffle, the droid's circuits shorted, causing an overload that resulted in his ultimate and dramatic self-destruction. This time, overcooked. IG-11 will be remembered as a protector, an ally, and an unlikely hero whose sacrifice saved countless lives.
Yeah?
May his parts rest in peace, and may his core memory continue to inspire droids across the galaxy. That was a great redeem, by the way.
That was a great redeem. I was going to say on point. Mike, to touch on your game a little bit, is there anything, would it help if anybody hasn't tried it yet to like play it? Does that help get the game spread out there even further?
Oh yeah, the very best thing they can do is if they just wishlist it honestly on Steam. They run some weird metrics, but essentially because we're going to launch early access in November, the more wishlist we can get, then the better Steam will treat us when we do the early access. They basically build their metrics on the idea of like if whoever's looking at it when it starts, and when you are on the wish list, then as soon as it goes live, you'll get a notification. So then you can, be one of the very first ones to get yourself a copy of the early access. And the deal with the early access is like we're going to drop early access, but I'm only going to be on early access for as long as it takes, which is to say like I would say like a month or 2 months. But we're just really going to kick it into high gear once we launch because. A few things, not the least of which is that I just really want it to be done. You know what I mean? There are so many things in life that you start and then you finish, and like even this project, which I absolutely love and have been adoring, there has been several times where the serotonin has stopped. And the thing with programming or any kind of project, especially self-led or when there's just me and that nobody else, is like no one else can tell me to start. So I have to be able to continue pushing myself and continue to motivate myself internally. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. So for me, with that in mind, is like the sooner the deadline is, the sooner that the end of the pain is. Not to say that this is pain, but like when the end of it is, then the happier I can be. And so all that to say, I'm targeting November or maybe very early December for the early access launch. And the early access launch will have day shift, night shift, nightmare shift for the Anytown, and then we should have day shift at the very minimum for Harborville. And if you guys are any familiar with my youth and my growing up, you probably understand where Harborville is inspired by. But essentially, I'm stealing the idea of having bridges that move up and down to add additional messed up weirdness to the game. See that big green button down there? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that big green button down there that Chris is nearly hovering over did not exist because there's a special button you have to click to make that appear. And so everyone was like, "Your game doesn't have a demo," and I was like, "It sure does," but it was just a tiny little blue button on the right there.
Oh,
so that was really weird, and I didn't know that was a thing. But thank God someone told me, like on Wednesday, and so now the big green recognizable demo button is there. Just like everyone likes. And playing the demo is great. And the deal with playing the demo is it's just like if you like the game and you wishlist it and then you play the demo and you like it, like you're gonna know if you want to play it. And it's not for everyone. I think there are plenty of people who might not like it, but I think it's definitely worth giving it a shot. And I'm super proud of it. I've been playing it for 10 months. It does Windows. I think I'll probably do a Mac release on Steam. I don't know if there's even a point because there's like all these build rules and horror shows, but I also might be able to do a Linux release because I know there's a lot of people who have the Steam Decks, and I think I'm not sure, but for sure we're gonna do Windows. I'm gonna look into the others, and then there is a lot of people have been asking me about possibility of doing multiplayer, which they're looking at other Survivors games and saying, look, they're doing it. And to that end, I think that there might be an opportunity for multiplayer, but I think I want to wait until we get through the first build cycle to acknowledge it, just because I don't know what it's going to take or what it would take, and I don't know if it's worth it for. It's not every game needs to be multiplayer, and I don't know if this one is one of them. But I'm down to humor it. You know what I'm saying? Like Xbox, I don't know what the process is for releasing on Xbox, but I can definitely look into it. The thing with Godot is because it's publicly maintained. It's difficult to get because it's not a commercial product. It's difficult for, not to say it's impossible, but it's difficult to get people to release specific port packaging because a lot of that is like a lot of them require you to pay to get an SDK to develop on their systems. Like if you want to release it on PlayStation, you have to buy a specific. You have $1,200 or whatever it is you pay to Sony, and then they give you access to whatever the heck. And so it's like there's this whole gated community, gated garden sort of philosophy that all of the hardware consoles have. So long story short, it's kind of debilitatingly expensive to start there. Like you just couldn't start on a console, I don't think. But that said, absolutely would love to. And I all the other games are doing it that get big and awesome. So, me too.
That's super cool. I've been watching the progress. I mean, countless hours watching Chris play it, and then I've dabbled in it a couple of times myself. When you break the threshold of getting the bike and then starting to get some good weapons, the game gets really fun because you can start doing really long runs and feel like you're making an impact on the zombies. Giving people
and to your point too, it's like the you get more coupons, you get more coins. The more coins you get, like the higher, faster your level. Like it's the weird sort of inverted arc or incline of the roguelike difficulty that not everyone loves, but I enjoy it. It makes me feel it's so exciting because I'm like, I just got to get. I'm running from the zombies. I'm running from the zombies. And it's like, oh nope, I don't have to run anymore. I can stand still. Now you all get to pay. Oh my gosh, who did you kill? Everyone looks so upset.
I was, because Chris just spun the wheel, and Jar Jar Binks died.
I mean, Palpatine wouldn't become Supreme Chancellor, right?
If anybody of any competency was in his position.
Oh my gosh.
It's a big deal.
Like,
I was actually hoping.
Well, do they even do Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon even get to
Gungan City?
Gungan City, yeah.
Probably not. Oh my gosh.
The bongo doesn't get rented because they're not trying to get rid of him.
I mean, Naboo probably gets overrun. Padme never gets rescued.
My favorite line in all of the Star Wars movies doesn't get to be spoken.
What?
I speak.
That does not make you intelligent.
That.
Oh, this is a big deal.
I mean. Yeah, that's some big stuff.
Chris, while you're writing the obit, I think we owe Rooster Seth a wheel.
We do. But, I mean, yeah, Jar Jar Binks dying is
That's big.
huge. Like, even during the Clone Wars and stuff, they don't take him to Toydaria.
Wait, did you actually say Jar Jar?
He just died right now.
Oh my god. I made a joke about that earlier. He is the most important character in Star Wars. I don't care what you people say. He is most important to me.
Why are you making him so tiny?
No, big, babe. Papa Pre was. The big one was the right child. When it started, it was the correct size. I'm being honest with you.
I was going to say.
That's fine. He can be on top of Darth Vader.
Cover Jeremy up. It's fine.
I was going to say there's a robot chicken where Darth Vader dies and he spends eternity as a Force ghost with Jar Jar Binks. Annie! Now we can be set together forever! So when you put him over by Darth Vader, that's what you just reminded me of, Chris.
Oh, funny.
You just putting the families together, it looks like. That's why C-3PO is next to Darth.
Yep.
So at what point do you think Palpatine would have been able to rise to power to overtake everything and become Supreme Chancellor?
He'd have found some other stooge, honestly. I don't think it would have delayed him that much. I really think that, like, Naboo gets run over.
Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
Like, they get steamrolled, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon get wrecked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, so then Darth Maul never gets robot legs.
No.
He said, like, Darth Vader never even needs to be a thing because Darth Maul's there kicking butt and taking names.
Well, Darth Maul, he was very expendable to Plagueis and Palpatine.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he's next after Darth Vader in terms of competency, though.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Palpatine and...
A Padawan took him out.
No, but I mean, like... Well, not just any Padawan.
I know, but a Padawan still took him out.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. This is a big death.
Yeah.
Are you writing up an obituary, Chris?
I have an obituary.
All right, read her up.
With both fondness and bewilderment, we announce the passing of Jar Jar Binks, the clumsy yet well-meaning Gungan senator from Naboo. Known for his unique speech, unpredictable antics, and somehow always stumbling into important moments in the galactic history. Oh, he's Forrest Gump! I just realized Jar Jar Binks is Forrest Gump. Jar Jar played a surprising role in shaping the events of the Republic. In a twist befitting his unusual life, Jar Jar met his end after an unfortunate encounter with an overenthusiastic swamp speeder on Naboo. Attempting to generate his Booma juggling skills, Jar Jar misjudged his footing and took an unexpected dip into Lake Paonga, where he gracefully and finally departed, leaving a legacy of both laughter and confusion. Jar Jar will be remembered as a friend of many, a key if accidental player in the galaxy's political landscape, and the Gungan who never let clumsiness hold him back. May the Force bless and guide him. Misa gonna miss him.
To be clear, when I read that in the Galactic newspaper, I knew that Jar Jar was still alive and that he had faked his death.
He only fell into a lake. That's the
Where do they live, bro? In the lake.
I mean, unless their body's been burned, they're still alive.
I fell into my house in the bed. Whoopsie doopsie, I'm dead now.
And Hisa thought it was people were going to believe it. That's the sad thing. That's so Jar Jar.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Chris, do you want to do a normal rip on the wheel spin here for Rooster Set?
Oh, I suppose. Give me one moment. Turn the super wheel off. This is not going to... Kara movie.
Yeah.
Just stack them up, baby. Stack them up.
Well, now that I'm home, we can start knocking.
We have, this is like, what, 8? 7?
We'll get there. Someday.
Maybe. Huh?
You'll have 2 of them ready for next week.
Yep. We got plenty of time.
Here's the thing. I have to be able to want to watch these movies.
You do.
What? There's a lot of good ones in here. There's some top 500
Says
movies of
you
all time.
guys. It doesn't matter if it's top 500. I have to be in the mood for certain movies. I can't just sit down and watch something that I have to read subtitles.
Oh no.
Redeemed.
You don't watch your normal viewing with the subtitles on?
Well, some of these are in foreign languages.
But just in general, do you watch things with subtitles on?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I mean, me too. I do, and I do it for comprehension situation because I feel like this is something I discovered when I was younger. But like, I would hear things, but I wouldn't process them all. But when I read them when I'm watching, it's like it gets so.
Wait, did she just get Tootsie?
Yep.
That's supposed to be a heck of a good movie. What number did that end up hitting?
191.
Tootsie's way back in 191.
Is this muted or something? No. Why is it not playing audio?
Is it because we have audio and playing on YouTube?
This computer stuff is so complicated.
Well, what the heck?
It's
there's like
fine.
different wires, and there's like a different button for each wire.
So what's it about?
Michael Dorsey, an unsuccessful actor, disguises himself as a woman in order to get a role on a trashy hospital soap.
Oh, sounds funny.
So then he gets hired.
Jessica Lange's in it.
He gets hired as a lady.
You're too much trouble. You played it.
There's the audio.
They
It's
want
working
to have
now.
They overscheduled because you wouldn't sit down. It wasn't logical. You were a tomato. A tomato doesn't have logic. A tomato can't move.
That's what I said. So if he can't move, how's he gonna sit down, George?
No one will hire you.
Oh, yeah?
The original working girl is back.
Lexi!
Tootsie's Special Edition.
It's Michael Dorsey. God, I begged you to get some therapy.
Digitally remastered with never-before-seen footage.
I'd like to make her look a little more attractive. How far can you pull back?
How do you feel about Cleveland?
Now's your chance to own one of the funniest,
I have to kiss Dr. Brewster.
Oh, yeah, he kisses all the women on the show. We call him the tongue.
hippest,
Cannot wear white to a casual dinner. It's too dressy.
I think we're getting into a weird area here.
Bill Murray.
and sexiest movies ever.
I wish that a guy could be honest enough just to say, hey, listen, I find you very interesting.
And I'd really like to make love to you.
Starring Dustin Hoffman, Jessica Lange, Terry Garr, Dabney Coleman, Charles Durning,
Yeah, that
Gina
one looks
Davis,
funny, Kara.
Bill Murray, and directed by Sidney Pollack.
Michael, there are no other women like you. You're a man.
Yes, I
Gina
realize
Davis?
that, of course,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm also an actress.
It's the award-winning comedy
What about this thing? I hate the way the horizontal lines make me look too hippie, and it cuts me across the butt.
about love,
A guy named Les wants you to marry him?
Who wants to marry Dorothy?
What'd you say?
What do you mean what I said? I said I gotta think it over.
honesty,
I'm in love with another woman.
disturbing behavior.
I can't act with this.
Oh, shut up.
Columbia Pictures presents
That is one nutty hospital.
the must-have comedy you'll watch again and again.
I'm very proud of being a woman. You are sick.
It definitely screams 1980s comedy to me.
That seems funny.
I didn't realize there was a prequel to Mrs. Doubtfire, but now I remember.
So I was thinking,
I think it looks good. I'd watch that.
That looks, yeah, that's an easy one to knock out.
yeah.
100%.
So in case you're wondering, in the list of films for Kara to watch, everything that's highlighted in yellow is one that she needs to watch still. Mm-hmm. So she owes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Easy peasy. You haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
Oh, I will watch that with you ASAP.
You're going to watch every single one of them with me.
Absolutely. No worries.
That's the top 500 movies of all time. That should be the easiest watches ever.
Not every genre is for every person.
Pulp Fiction's really good.
What's Pulp Fiction about again?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Pulp Fiction.
It's hard to say what it's about more so than it's just a story that sweeps you away.
It's a cult classic, right?
What do they call?
I think it's just a classic.
Is it? I don't know.
It would probably fall into the cult and regular classic genres, yeah. It's about, it's like a series of vignettes that are interconnected.
Yeah, so like you kind of jump in and jump out of like these different people's lives and the scenarios that they're in.
One of the most
Crash?
famous.
Remember that movie that won the Academy Award?
Yeah.
It's not like that.
The what?
There's some.
Remember that movie Crash?
Wheel spin for Cam, and then we want to do Polymaker.
Yeah, we probably should get doing that because
Dang.
we got to pick up Chip.
Dang, this is insane.
I have a raid.
Tonight's been flying by. What does Vader look like? You can't play the audio on this one, though, Chris.
Okay, fine. Jeremy's right. There's a little bit of mature language in it. A little
It's
bit.
Samuel L. Jackson.
A
Of course
little
there
bit.
is.
Oh, it's
Little
good.
bit.
It's Samuel
It's
L.
like
Jackson.
the role that defines Samuel L. Jackson
Yes.
in the way that you're describing.
We
him.
have
Previous to this movie, people didn't think of Samuel L. Jackson as the guy who had bad words to say.
Now everybody knows. I saw.
Yeah.
Who here has seen that done in Star Wars? Because it's been done, and it's one of my favorites. What does Vader look like? He's black? Does he look like a...
Yeah.
It's... Hey, you, flock of Mylocks. Why did you tell me he was hiding in the bathroom with a hand cannon? Like, they redid the whole thing in Star Wars, and it's brilliant. Is this for Cam? Well, the fight's going on.
Are the Pokemon start to battle?
Yes.
That's how we do our giveaways now.
Whoa, am I in the fight? Am I being battled?
If you had, prior to the start of the battle, hit bang enter, yes, you would have been.
Oh.
GPT art.
Banger wheel spins tonight.
So they just kill each other and then eventually one of them's left?
What happens if Lady Burrito wins?
Then whoever she killed would be the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Gamer Snowflake can
honestly, it's going to be Michelista or Gamer Snowflake because Raheem Samiz or whatever is...
no.
So Michelista
Well,
is the winner.
she just saps some energy from that. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Unless Mick Callisto wins.
Run, Bulbasaur! Keep going!
Can you get
Run!
it doesn't-
Dang it!
Oh.
So is Callisto.
Yeah.
For once, I won! Obviously, I didn't get anything, but
Was it
Bulbasaur!
Michelista
It was Michellisto.
Receive Mahiz is him.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Let's see Sam Fisher spelled backwards.
Oh, stupid.
Bulbasaur always dies within like the first 2 deaths. Or gets knocked out.
He is number 1.
Bulbasaur's the best.
He was number 1.
Mike, when I get home,
Smitty
I'm going to
Werner,
wish
Jaeger
list
Jensen.
Pizza Delivery Survivors and download it. And actually,
Oh, yeah, let me tell you where we're at right now, because you guys care about that kind of stuff.
Thank you, Stone Monkey Research.
We got 527 downloads so far and 80 unique players on Steam.
We can hit 100.
Cool.
And wish lists
here.
we're at 201 right now.
Everybody here.
Nice.
Be a unique player.
And Callisto has
cool.
commented, so.
It's free and it's a lot of fun. And if you just wish list, you make me real happy. And you don't even know me. You don't have to like me. Just push wish list.
Do we have a spin?
No, I was fixing something.
Didn't we own a spin for Cam?
No, we just did it. That's
Yeah.
GPT art.
We can.
No, that was for Still Monkey Research.
No.
Do we got another GPT art?
No,
Yeah, it'll add a GPT art again.
He got the
But he hasn't,
500
but he
movie
hasn't said
review for
anything.
Oh, the Carrot movie review. Yeah.
She forgets about those because she doesn't do them.
I'm just trying to fool everybody to think it didn't happen.
Mike, it feels Fish. It feels weird not watching Formula One.
Someone has a raid request for some spicy content. What's the name of the channel?
I sent it in Messenger, but let's see.
This flew by.
Yeah.
I am the Senate.
Absolutely flew by. Good thing nobody did the picture thing there. I looked ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, so this is for mature audiences.
It's our good friend Travis.
What game is he playing?
Sons of the Forest. He just recently started streaming.
Travis?
Yep.
No way.
So he's
Okay.
only got
Ice Panther, how do you get a Pokemon? Bang enter, and then you hit bang, like so exclamation point avatar to change it.
Works.
So type in bang avatar space one of the original 150.
Or Mew.
Mew is an option.
Never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
You never heard of the Millennium Falcon? Hey, Fish, when are you going to come over and play some Commander?
He needs to come to my house too.
I mean, here's like the halfway point between your house and his house.
tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Are we coming down here anyways?
Race at 3 maybe? I think so.
Race.
I think
Yeah, race is at 3 tomorrow.
Mike's at what?
Oh my gosh. Who was
Thank
that?
you so much. It was Mike. Can't you tell the big burlesque?
The burlesque? Okay.
It was not burlesque at all, Jeremy. I think you're looking for burly.
Mm-hmm.
Burly.
It was limeade, so just take that.
Did it taste like limeade?
So I don't know if you have any relationship with limeades. I'm living in Oklahoma City these days, recently, and Oklahoma City is both home to Brahms and also Sonic.
Oh,
so Sonic they've got pretty sweet stuff. But what I found out recently is Brahms has amazing, like top tier limeades, such to the extent that I stopped going to Sonic altogether.
Dang.
I only go to Brahms, and it's like comparable with like you were just going to Dairy Queen to get like a Diet Coke. It's weird, but they're so good. And
Well, it's just like everybody says that McDonald's fountain Coke is better than, other Coke.
It's because they treat it with the care and respect of a like antique dealer.
if you get a 44 ounce, which is the largest size they have, limeade, they put 6 halves of limes in there.
Dang.
So you get 3 whole lime juices in 44 ounces. And then they put like simple syrup and and
water and stuff like
This
that.
stream brought to you by, what was the name of this place? Brahms?
Brahms. So they were the one that
Was that the ice
originally
cream
brought us,
place?
Jim Varney, and then he eventually started doing other. Well, not originally, but I deep dived into that. Jim Varney was selling his Earnest to everyone, man.
You know
like
what I mean?
If you were like an orange juice company,
You
at
gotta
Target,
watch
the
Ernest
dude would just come in.
Mike, it's bang avatar, not bang enter and then what you want. It's bang avatar and then what you want.
I was going to text him that.
Yeah.
Fish.
All right, so we've
Yeah,
gotten to the
sorry,
time
not
where I
you,
need to
Mike D.
apologize to the audio-only listeners of the podcast. Once again, we provided absolutely nothing of value to you, except for the casual deaths of some major Star Wars characters. But you can always make that better by joining us live every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Rise of the Podcast, or you can watch us at any time you want at youtube.com/Rise of the Podcast. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below to keep the conversation going. What a roller coaster event. So this episode's going to be real short because of technical difficulties, and it was very poorly managed, but we got through it. Rough re-entry for Jeremy into the show, but it'll get better from here, maybe?
It has to. We have a backup plan for a new problem we never had before. So. I mean, that's always a start, right?
I mean, it legitimately is. So anyway, I want to say thank you all. Oh my gosh, my brain. I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.